Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, so Tony Yoka, George Arias, they picked up victories yesterday. And this video right here I came up with 5 days ago, and I said that Yoka and Arias to be tested by Jonathan Rice and Mario Heredia October 14th. And I was dead on. They won the fights. I predicted them to win the fights, but I said they will be tested. And the Arias fight, I didn't get to see that fight yet. I just read about it on Boxing Scene. That's why I didn't do a post-fight review after these fights were over yesterday, because I didn't get to see them. I just now watched the Yoka versus Rice fight. But from what I read on Boxing Scene, Arias went down. He got dropped. He got up. And there was another point in the fight where it almost looked like he was done, but he came back. Serious gut check for him, man. I heard that he called out Jarrell Miller a few days before this fight with Heredia. But he still has a ways to go. You know, he's still young. I like his style. If you guys have seen the fight or there's the link is somewhere, please link it to me so I can watch it. But I'm not surprised. Heredia dropped LaRon Mitchell, who's an undefeated prospect. I've seen Heredia have a good back and forth with Joseph Parker in the World Series of Boxing. The Andre Fedosov fight, although he lost that fight and got dropped a few times in that fight, he still was fighting his ass off in the fight. There's another fight that I've seen him have, but Heredia is not a bad fighter, man. He's not. I wish he can just get down in his weight. Yeah, I heard he came in at 290 pounds for this fight, so if he can just get down in weight and probably get some journeyman under his belt. He's a young fighter too. That's what's so crazy about this. He's a young fighter. If he can get some journeyman under his belt and get some good management behind him, shit, who knows how far Heredia can go, man. But he's not a bad fighter. So if you're trying to put your undefeated prospect in there against him, be prepared. Be prepared. Don't look at his record and then look at his weight and say, oh, it should be easy. Now, if your prospect goes in there and blows him out, that says a lot about your prospect, all right? So I'm still looking for the footage of the Arias fight, but I knew it was going to be a test. Tony Yoka and Jonathan Rice. I just got done watching that fight. I actually gave Rice about 2 rounds in that fight. You could have easily probably had it 3 because it went 6 rounds. So if you had it, I can easily see it going 3 rounds to Yoka, maybe 2 to Rice and 1 even, or maybe 4-2 Yoka, somewhere in there. But he was landing some good jabs, some good right hands, some good left hooks. Few times he had Yoka just pretty much moving around the ring. Yoka really didn't want to stand in exchange with him, and that's a smart move by Yoka, knowing that, hey, this dude can bang a little bit, man. It's a big guy in here. So he moved, used his legs. Yoka's always known for his legs. Even though he's good at moving his legs, he doesn't always move his head as well. You know what I mean? Because you can have great legs, but you don't move your head all that great. Or you can have great head movement, don't move your legs all that great. You know, it can be different. But he more of a guy that has good legs, good quick legs, good combination puncher. And he pretty much just outpointed Rice. You know what I mean? But Rice, man, he made it very difficult for him. And Rice is another guy. If you're trying to put your prospect in there with him, man, you better be prepared, because the dude comes to fight. He actually is a pretty decent fighter, man. He's not a scrub by any means. You know what I mean? But good jab. And I want to see more Rice, to tell you the truth. I want to see more Yoka, obviously, but I want to see more Jonathan Rice. Nothing to hold his head down about this fight. Maybe he wants the victory. There's no brownie points. He wants the victory, but didn't surprise me at all that Yoka didn't look all that great in this fight. You know what I mean? So, pretty good weekend for me, man, as far as predicting fights. I got these 2 fights right, but I knew it was going to be a test. A lot of people on this video thought that it possibly could be, but they thought both guys would win comfortably, and I didn't. And then the junior middleweight card with Hurd and Charlo and Laura, I got all those fights right. So good weekend this weekend, man. Sometimes I have horrible weekends, but that's why I love breaking down styles, man. That's why I love just breaking down styles of the fighters. I know box rec is important when we're looking at the numbers, but to me, the best way to gauge things, for me at least, is actually just watching tape and actually watching these guys fight, man. Box rec is an excellent tool. You get to look at the numbers and everything, and that's an excellent tool, but actually watching these dudes fight, man, watching some of their amateur stuff or some of their pro stuff and see how they are when they're in there with different styles of opponents. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, the 2 heavyweights that dropped victories tonight or last night, Heredia and Rice, I still want to see more of them. to tell you the truth. And I think they'll give a lot of prospects some troubles, man. So guys like Ivan Deichko and, you know, Darmani Rock and Daniel Dubois and all these guys, man, if you have Heredia Rice on your schedule, you better be prepared. You better be prepared. But just my opinion, man. You guys can think in the comment section. I'm gone.